It has been officially 7 weeks of 75 hard personal finance challenge, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing the wins, the losses, and what I plan on doing moving forward. Let's get right into it. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Nikki. If you are returning, welcome back. Now I know you might be new and you might be like, girl, what is 75 hard personal finance challenge? Well, 75 hard personal finance challenge is a challenge that I just got on starting August 1st 2025, and I needed to get in control of my finances. I was spending money all summer long and I needed something to kind of like whip my butt back in shape. So I said, you know what, let me document something for a long period of time so that I can see exactly where my money is going. So that's where the 75 hard personal finance challenge came about. The rules were simple: no unplanned spending. Every single day I'm tracking my spending, 15 minutes of financial education. I'm going to be reviewing my budget every single day and then making one small wealth action daily. So those are my 5 rules, and basically I have been doing that. So basically I'm just going to be giving you a little update of this 75 hard personal finance challenge and sharing with you the wins, the losses, and what I plan on doing moving forward. So in today's video, we're going to start with the wins. We're going to go ahead and get the wins out of the way, because this video, I think I have more losses than I have wins this time around, and everything is not going to be a grand extravagant type of thing. This is just something simple this week or whatever, because nothing really went on that was super duper extravagant. So my win for the week is, first of all, I save $100. So sometimes on some certain different days I have been putting $25 aside as my wealth action, and this week I actually saved $100 to add to the amount of money that I already had in my savings account. Now I did start a new savings account specifically for this challenge so that I can see at the end of the 75 days how much money did I actually save. I do still have my personal savings account as well, but I'm focusing on just growing this savings account just for this challenge, just to see how much money I'm gonna be saving, and then I'll just put that money with my personal savings at the end of the 75 hard. Another win for the week is that I was able to donate money to people. Now, usually I have been in a position where I'm not able to give. I'm not able to give because I still have all of the bills. I'm taking care of bills by myself, and I got to do the things for my son. I got to pay aftercare. I got to do all the things. But I was able to be in position this time around to actually donate to someone else's cause, to something that their kid, needed and wanted to do. So I felt really good about that, even though that's on one of my losses as well, because it is part of my unplanned spending. I did not plan to give money, but I want to be able to support my friends. I want to be able to come across a post and someone is saying that they need X amount of dollars, and if I have the opportunity to actually give, I want to be able to do that. And I felt like, because I have this back pay money and I don't necessarily have any debt like that. I have my student loans, and then I have my house or whatever. I still have this money that I have just sitting over here. Now, am I saying that I want to just give it all away? Of course not. I don't want to just give it all away, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to rebuild my savings. But $50, I didn't mind giving this $50 to, and it was to a child as well that's trying to do some things or whatnot. I don't want to get too much into it or whatever. I will let them tell their own story. But I just felt so freaking good to be able to finally be in a position where I'm able to give and still be able to pay my bills, still be able to put money in my savings, still be able to take care of my son, that type of stuff. Like, it felt really good to actually do that, because I know how it was growing up as a parent and trying to do things for your kids while also still trying to pay the bills. You couldn't just, sometimes your kids had to go without, and I just hope that this young boy is able to do the things that he want to do with his school and stuff like that, because I love to see a young man out here thriving and doing the things that he want to do the legal way. You get what I'm saying? So I just had to donate to that cause, because I feel like it was a really good position for me to actually donate. And that's something that I actually want to do in the future, especially when I get out of debt. I want to kind of like dabble into those type of things. I want to be able to have grants. I want to be able to look out for people. I want to be able to 1 month maybe pay somebody's rent or pay their mortgage or something like that. Like, I really do hope that I'm able to be in a position one day where I'm able to just give, because I know once you give, whatever you put out in the universe, it comes back to you tenfold. So I do one day hopefully want to be in that position where I'm able to do way more than just donate $50 to someone and stuff like that. I want to be able to, be able to change someone's life one day, because people helped me out when my mom passed away and she didn't have any life insurance or any savings, and I didn't either. So I'm just trying to put back out there what was given to me. So I was glad that I was able to be in a position to actually help this young boy out. Now let's get into the losses, because that's all of the wins for the week. The losses is that I had to go to the emergency room this week. I had to go to the emergency room. My back was hurting so freaking bad. I woke up on Wednesday morning, I think it was, and I was just in so much pain. I tried to get in the shower to put heat on it to think that was going to loosen up the muscles or whatever, but nothing helped. I couldn't do anything. Couldn't put on my socks. Couldn't put on my clothes. I tried to get through it, but I could not do it. And it was just time to go see someone, because I've been in pain for a very long time, but I just never said anything about it. I just kind of like just dealt with it, because it wasn't to the point where I just couldn't move or I couldn't shake it or whatever. So, but this particular day, I could not shake it, and your girl went to the ER. And now they didn't charge me at the ER, and I hope I don't get a bill in the mail, but I had to put it out there that I did go to the emergency room, but I did have to pay for parking. So I paid $6 for parking. That's part of the unplanned spending. But I'm happy that I was able to get some relief. When I got to the ER, they told me that I had a pinched nerve and sciatica. So if you have dealt with something like this, please leave me some comments down below on how I can get rid of it. Some things I can be doing at home, because they also suggest that I see a physical therapist as well. So they sent over a referral that I set up an appointment. So my appointment is not until next week, and it's all the way across town. So that's another thing that I'm probably going to be spending more money on gas next week as well, because I got to go all the way over here to this physical therapist to see what they are talking about, and hopefully that won't cost me money. So keep your fingers crossed there. But I was able to get a lidocaine patch or some patches. I was able to get some muscle spasm pills, some ibuprofen, and then they gave me a shot in my arm for inflammation and things like that. So I'm not in much pain today. I'm still in pain, but I'm not in pain where it's just like I can't move around. I couldn't even sit down. You would have thought that I had a BBL, because that's how I was moving at the ER. It's like so slow. I could not sit down. I had to like kind of like lean on my knees or whatever. I mean, it was crazy. So I know those people probably thought like, girl, you should never got that BBL. But girl, I do not have a BBL. This is natural body. I just picked up 25 pounds over the winter last year, and I got all this weight on me. So I don't know if they probably gonna tell me to probably lose weight. Maybe I need to try losing weight or whatever, because maybe it's just too much weight on my back or whatever, and it's just pinching down on the nerves. I don't know. So if you have any suggestions about that, if you have been dealing with something similar to what I'm going through, or have been dealing with the same symptom, let me know in the comments. How did you get rid of it, and things that you have done. Now, another loss that I took this week was my dad is back in the hospital. If you've been following me for a while, my dad has been battling this cancer stuff or whatever. He has rung the bell. He has went back to the hospital. The tumors have gotten on his brain. He has brain surgery. They removed 3 tumors. Now they're saying the other tumors are growing. I mean, it just has been so much stuff dealing with my dad. So he's back in the hospital. So I would continue to, want to get your prayers or whatever for him. So we're dealing with that, and hopefully he'll pull throughout that. But my dad, at this point, he's weak. I can see it in his face. I can see it in his body language. I can just see it all over him, that I don't think that he will be able to go another brain surgery, because his body is weak, and the stuff that he was able to do before brain surgery, he can no longer do now. Like now he's at the point where he just needs 24-hour care. So just keep us in your prayers for that. Now, another loss is that your girl still hasn't figured out exactly what she's going to be doing with this money. I just told you that I did donate $50 to a cause or whatever, but I still do not know exactly what it is I'm going to be doing with this money. And I have been buying things. Not necessarily like things like, shopping for myself or buying all of the going out to eat and that type of stuff. No, my son's feet has grown, and he was walking around in his Crocs, and I kept wondering, like, why you keep walking around in these Crocs? These Crocs are like not really like, shoes that you wear with every outfit. And he was like, his shoes was too tight. And I'm like, okay, well, put them on, let me see. I checked the shoes, and the feet is the toe is all the way at the top. And I'm just like, oh my God, why you just didn't say anything? Your feet has grown. Mind you, I got these shoes too big when he first started school. This was back in July. August or whatever, and just a month later you're already outgrown the shoes. So I had to go and buy him shoes. Now, did I have to buy him Nikes? Did I have to buy him New Balances and all that type of stuff? No, I did not, but I did buy him the shoes. So I did spend a couple of $100 on those shoes because he's in the adult sizes. The boy's in a 5.5 now. So just pray for me on that. And he's 10 years old, so his feet is gonna continue on growing. So that's what I'm talking about when I say I spend a little bit of this money, because it's like, you can say you're going to put this money in your savings, or you can do X, Y, and Z, but when these kids show up and they need things, it's like you got to go right back in your savings and do all those type of stuff. So those are pretty much my losses I have taken this week or whatever. Now, what I plan on doing moving forward. Now, I'm trying to make this money back. The money that I spent on his shoes, I'm like, boy, so I bought him the size that he could wear now, so a 5 and then a 5.5 for later on. So that's my objective. I'm thinking, okay, well, if I can buy him a shoe that he can wear right now, and then half a size bigger, so just in case, hopefully these should last me to Christmas time, and then maybe during Christmas time I can get him another pair or whatever. But hopefully these will last me throughout this time frame, because it seems like his foot is just growing a half a size every month or whatever. I'm just hoping that it stay at 5 and a 5.5, because I did buy him 2 pairs of shoes that he can actually wear throughout the school year. Let's get into what I plan on doing moving forward. So what I plan on doing moving forward is basically making this money back, making the money that I spent on his shoes back. So what I have done was, he always wanted to do content. He be seeing his mama do content or whatever, and he was like, I want to do some content. I want to do my wood outfit. He talking about the camo, y'all. Like, if you saw my wood camo pants, he likes those pants because I actually bought it for him in the sweatsuit style. I think I showed y'all on one of the previous videos of me buying him some clothing and me some clothing or whatever, and he want to do content. So guess what I let him do? I let him do outfits. I let him put on his outfits and his shoes or whatever, and just do the same thing that I'm doing. And I'm going to be sharing it on my social media and sharing it on my LTK and stuff like that. And if someone is interested in those outfits, they can click my link and actually buy it, because people actually said in the comments when I was doing the haul that they want to see, you know, outfit ideas from us. So I thought that would be a really good time to kind of like test out outfits of him with it, you know, trying it actually on, just so people can see how it actually fit on someone that is tall. Cause my son is tall. My son is like, what, almost 5 feet tall or whatever, and he's slim. So a lot of his clothing I have to get a size big, because he's so tall in length, but he's small in the waist. So I shared that on my platform as well. So that's pretty much the only the only thing that I'm going to be doing moving forward is basically he's going to be doing content with me. We're going to be trying to make this money back from what I have been spending. I'm also promoting my links on my TikTok and my Instagram and that type of stuff, where I actually get paid to, you know, promote products and stuff like that. So if you are into that type of stuff, if you want to share your outfit and stuff like that, I suggest you get on TikTok and Instagram as well, because that's where I typically get majority of my sales. Also Facebook as well. So that's where I share that stuff at too. So don't be sleeping on Facebook. Don't be sleeping on TikTok. Don't be sleeping on Instagram, because you can get some sales from there if you have a LTK link, if you have a Amazon influencer account, all those type of things. But I'm going to be sharing more of that when I get into my locking in for the rest of the year, and showing y'all how I plan on doing, you know, how I plan on promoting my links, and just my whole entire strategy and stuff like that when it comes to like making money online. I'm going to be exposing that probably on my Monday video, Monday and Wednesday, or maybe just Monday video, just showing you everything or whatever. So hopefully you can just lock in for the remaining of the year and actually make you some money before the end of the year. But that's all for this video, y'all. That is week 7 of 75 hard personal finance. Hopefully week 8 I will have more wins to share with you. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out this video where I'm talking about the 75 hard personal finance challenge, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.